Go for it. You're the guest. Go for it. I always say stuff about tracks. What do you feel? What do you think?
Um, I like the some of the elements. I think the range is a little bit too long. I think it takes too long to get to the point. I would say as producer, um, there's something that I would change on that track, and maybe like put the break a little bit more in the front. It takes too long to get to the break.
Yeah.
And also, like, I would like use some lovely FX and on the break because it sounds pretty flat. And I would say also, like, I think if he works, if Tomper, high Tomper, if he works on the arrange and on the, especially on the break, because there's only one break, so it needs to be like
Yeah.
a kind of explosion. So I miss that,
Yeah.
especially after the break. It comes back to the first section
Same
of the
thing.
track.
Yeah.
So I think after the break, you need like maybe a double hi-hat or something like that, and the mix. Yeah. So I would do a little bit of the
I
mix.
feel the same. I feel
But
exactly
I
the
think in general the elements are good.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
it's
enjoy the melodic part of it? I mean, did it do something to you?
it's brought me to a little bit to this kind of like the party's ending, and
Yeah.
you know, put your shit together and go home.
Yeah.
So kind of that vibe.
Not a good track if you want to go home. When you
No,
listen to that,
not
okay, the
that.
night is
But
over.
I see it's more in the after hour.
Yeah.
It's more the after hour vibes, definitely.
Yeah, that you need to be very fucked up to stay. That's
Like
like, yeah,
like
one more
this.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's my stuff?
Yeah.
Where are my friends?
Where's my sticks? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear another one. But a good track, like you said, the same thing. The arrangement is it's just too long. I mean, it's
Yeah,
too
it's
long, especially if you listen like this, if I would skip through it like you usually listen to music and you just skip through it. So it's like, yeah. Oh my God.
I think
Already original mix. Yeah, we got a thing here in the show. You already you can see the, you can see the emotes or emojis for tweets.
I
Called
just
emotes.
wants to make things clear that this is not about like making people feeling bad. It's just about feedbacks, because
Ah,
seriously, guys, I had experiences in the past that the feedback was just like, it sounds shit. So
yeah.
I
No,
couldn't
you
learn
said
out of it.
more than I would say if people would send me an email. It's more than I would say. I would probably not answer.
So the
No,
track
but
has
yeah,
something, and it has a vibe, just like arrange and mixing wise.
yeah.
You can make definitely a lovely track out of it.
So as you can see here in the chat, everybody's like, no OM, because the next track, people write the original mix and that drives us crazy, crazy. Enough already with the original mix. It doesn't mean anything. So that's it. It's every show. It's the same, and I even created. You can see like we have a thing here. Let me open the Twitch. We have a thing here, and then we do no original mix, and there's no snare rolls allowed, and no wash noises, all this kind of shitty effects in the breaks. That's pretty much what we can do for now. You can see, if you can see it on the chat here on the right, no OM, no snare rolls. That's part of the next are no pianos, which because I hate pianos in this kind of
Okay,
tracks.
so there's like a bunch of rules. All
It's
right, I
not
guess.
rules, it's how I live by.
Uh-huh.
I listen back to a lot of the tracks. I have a couple of tracks with snare rolls and a couple of tracks with pianos, but that feels like what everybody's doing it now. And no sidechain bass, trancy bass. Tagadam, tagadam, tagadam,
Damn, I
tagadam.
have this piano track that I wanted to play you today. No, I'm
I mean,
joking.
unless you're a piano player, don't play. Don't. There's so many cool sounds. Why do you need to
No,
use a
I
piano
understand
sound?
you. I understand you because I have the same thing with saxophone.
Yeah,
Oh,
saxophone is not.
dude. I
Saxophone,
mean,
no. But trumpet,
except
yeah.
Shadi. I think
Yeah,
her band is
okay.
the only band who can use a saxophone properly
Yeah.
and sexy and sensual.
It's a
But
sexy sax. It's the 80s. One time you're from Sao Paulo, right?
sim, São Paulo, Paulista.
and I was walking there, and I was honestly, I was you saying Shade, and I was like, yeah, this is how I imagined the 80s. When I was walking in Sao Paulo, it felt like if I
Mm-hmm.
was in New York in the 80s, that's the
And
vibe. With the
these
building.
buildings,
Yeah,
yeah.
what's the name of the main street? I forget now.
Paulista.
Yeah, Paulista. That's the. And I was like, I was terrified. I'll be honest. The first time I was there, I was terrified
Man, this is
because
the
people are.
safest area in town. So
No, but people were scaring me left and right. I was so fucked up from the yeah, no sample packs. That's another thing that we don't like. People using sample packs, splice, this kind of stuff, because we're trying to create this authenticity in the sound.
well,
You
I
know?
just brought a new sample pack out. So I would be happy
No,
if people would
but
use my sample
you
pack.
make the sample pack, so it's great.
Yeah, I was programming, and most of this, actually, all this stuff are like from my analog years. So I would be happy if people check out my
Yeah,
new
take
Loop
it and make something
Masters
out of it. That's
thing.
great. But people are using it in a kind of they don't do any process on it, so you can hear it's a sample pack. You
I
know?
know. I think it's a different if you use automatations and you change the, because
Yeah,
like I said, it was a different if you take like a sample thing and just put in a track. It's too easy. It's
yeah.
not like, this is not art, people. This is
I
not
made it.
art.
I can be honest here that I made my career out of music from Phil Kieran sample pack, but nobody knew it's a Phil Kieran sample pack, because I fucked it up. I changed it completely, but I
Yeah.
used the base of it stuff that I couldn't record myself. I didn't have the ability to record it myself. Anyway, I was landing in Sao Paulo. It's such a long flight. The first time, I was so fucked up. I played at the edge, which was nice. It was nice. Not wasn't something I didn't know what to expect, but I enjoy it. It was a very after hour kind of thing, a very late night.
uh,
Starting super late. I'm jet lagged. I don't know why from 4 hours. My stomach is killing me from the stress. I'm guessing now that looking back from the stress. I only had like I'm like vegan. I'm in Sao Paulo. I'm
oh,
vegan.
but there's amazing
Yeah,
vegan
but I
places
didn't know
there.
anything. I didn't know anybody and anything.
Next time send me text
That
message
was
in
like the first
5
time.
years.
And then I thought if, but then I went to Rio, and Rio, that was really scary.
Oh yeah.
Being in Rio was really scary. But then I was with a lot of people, so I felt safe, and I was like, okay. And the food was crazy, and the party, such a different vibe. Like 30 minutes away from each other, and such a different vibe than Sao Paulo. But Sao Paulo, wow, I've this amount of buildings. I've never seen something like that in my
It's
life.
it's like the Tetris city. It's it's like, it's crazy. I know it's my city. I born there, and if I would go back to
Endless.
Brazil, I might don't want to move back to Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. No, but endless, endless, endless place, and man, I will go back. I'm sure.
Of course, I will go back, but I stay there like always for like for 4 weeks when I'm touring there. My
Yeah.
family are from Brazil. I love to be there. It's amazing. The city has a fucking amazing vibe.
There's the
But
two
having
big
a
things.
family there, and I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's like everywhere. We wanted to get away from family because I think nobody. I think until the national paper, one of the national paper did a cover story about me in Israel. Nobody from my family really acknowledged the fact that this is what I do in my life. This kind of
Mhm,
being a DJ, being an artist, especially coming from this kind of low class family that we were, and like you got to go to school, you got to go work, you got to be better than your parents, and this kind of
mhm.
vibe, and they're like moving to Berlin to pursue a kind of like a DJ dream and whatever. People would be like, they were like, what are you doing? Now they're okay. Now they're sad. They're like, oh, your job is fucked. What can you do? You'll be okay. Things will be okay. But nobody wants to be close to their family. I think from all the people that I know, it's very hard. But
It's
we're getting
depend.
we're
Like
getting older. Like I'm
I am,
already.
like my family in Brazil are totally different than my family here. Like because I left Brazil when my mother left Brazil in '95, and my mother, she was always the black sheep of the family, so which I become the next one because she was the one, so I am the one. And my family in Brazil is very religious, most of them. And my mom's she's been always super open minded. I'm super lucky. My mom, she totally supported my career, and my dreams, and she's still supporting. She's actually my best friend. So I would say that, and we are very close. But the typical Brazilian family, the very typical, they pretend to be open, but they are not. No.
I would say that's everywhere. Everybody. I was always trying to think if we're different, but I think all the people are, are exactly like that. It's not easy to pursue your dreams, and people are like, oh, your job and this. I'm like, it's not my job. This is my life. I don't feel like I'm working. I don't feel like I feel crazy. I'm like, I remember one time, me and my spouse, we were in Glastonbury, and we were sitting backstage, and I'm telling her, wow, this is our life now, right? This is what we do. Like, it was in a good way. We're in backstage here in Glastonbury. I just had an amazing gig, and we're going everywhere. We're meeting amazing people. This is what we do. This is what I miss. All the politics and all this shit, I don't miss. But this is what I miss. I miss this kind of being a part of something bigger. That's what I think everybody's missing in the world. They can't put the finger on it. It's being part of a community. That's what we're missing now. Of course, we can do it like this. We can do Zoom and whatever, and it's still good. And I will still, everybody asks me, they tell me, oh, the moment that clubs are back, you're going to stop doing it. No, I'm doing it because I found a fun way to listen to music. I don't need to do, like I said, I'm doing my homework in a fun way, this kind of work part of my work. But yeah, this is it. This is it. It's not like I'm gonna find a job now. What are you gonna do? It's like,
Yeah,
what?
I mean, I see this in the same way. I mean, like, I'm super happy, like, that at least we can catch up. And when you invited me, I was super happy because, we know each other in music for a long, long time, but we never really
Yes,
caught
of course.
up, never really met and hang out and, just talk about things, not only about music, because our life in general. People see ourselves only like they do music. There's always about music with them. No,
Yeah,
it's so much things going around.
I never speak about music with when I go like to dinners and this kind of stuff, and I meet other
Yeah.
DJs. No, I don't like to speak about music.
No, no,
I
it's
imagine if I was a painter, I would go and talk about my paintings. Oh, I use the brush. Like, no,
too
you
much,
use the
too much
brush.
self
I
love
use the
all the
brush.
time.
You use colors. I use colors. We do it in a different way. But look at this nice farofa or whatever. It's like, how great is this? The food and and wines, and there's always things to speak about.
It is.
And
I mean, there is, but it's depend of the person. But I've been seeing like a lot of friends in the past years that, I mean, I have friends from all scenes, not music scene, but I'm talking about art, movie, and people there do totally different jobs. Like I have friends, they're lawyers and doctors, and they are my friends. And sometimes they come to my party, they get fucked up, and they go back to their normal life. And I am, of course, their special friend that's still partying and still. It looks like sometimes I understand that my job is very serious, because they have been seeing like
yeah,
private, of course, but then sometimes they came to my party, they get fucked up more than me, way more than me, because for me it's a job. It
yeah.
took sometimes for those people to understand that actually I'm doing something like serious. Is my job, It's like,
Do you like when friends are coming to your gigs?
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it's always super fun. Like I have like in Berlin, for example, I have like a big community of Brazilian friends and also like bunch of queer friends and friends from all over the world. So it's always big fun. Like I love it. I love it. Also, it doesn't matter where because I have like friends all over the world. So if you play LA, my friends came down to see
yeah,
me playing, and I love because most of those people they have totally different jobs or they have
yeah,
family. So when they leave their fucking jail, the house, they come to
yeah.
really get fucked up. So I love to see them dancing and get fucked up. I love it.
That's how we do
I
it.
actually talking about this now.
You're missing it.
I miss that now. I miss like
I
those
know. I know.
lawyers friends dancing totally hyped from me. I miss that.
Yeah. I want to say it will be back, but I don't know.
Now we
But
want
I
to do
do know that
different.
we
We
have
want
more
to do
music.
different.
I do know that we have more music to listen to. A lot of. So
This
let's
is Papillon and Vitalo.
Leon and Vitalo. original mix. You had a moment to delete the original mix,